Hello students, how are you? We are studying class 12 economics. Our today's topic is the law of diminishing marginal utility. It means DMU. Students, we are studying behavior of economics. This is our second chapter of class 12. The law of diminishing marginal utility attempts to analyze the behavior of a consumer with relation to consumption of a given commodity. Okay, and this law is based on one of the most important characteristics of human behavior or human wants, the need of commodities. Okay, guys, a single want taken at a point of time is fully satisfiable. It is fully satisfactory. Okay. According to Professor Alfred Marshall, who is the very important economist, or the architecture of economics, microeconomics. Okay, who is architecture of microeconomics? According to Dr. Professor Alfred Marshall, formulated an important law in his book of Principle of Economics, which has published in 1890. Okay, underlying the behavior of the consumer. Okay, which has though noted that the law of diminishing marginal utility. This law was first proposed by Professor Mr. Gossin. Hence, it is also known as Gossin first law. Okay, there has a statement of this law that according to Dr. Professor Marshall, Alfred Marshall, that other things remaining equal or other things remaining constant, the additional benefit which a person derive from a given increase in the stock of things diminishes with the every increase in the stock that he already has. Okay, it means we can in other word that the marginal utility goes on diminishing with an increase in the stock of a commodity which has consumed by consumer. Okay, there has some assumptions for this law as follows. The first assumption is homogeneity. Okay, dear student, as we discussed in a previous study, there has some assumption to the result of this our study. Okay, as Professor Marshall has taken some assumption as follows, that the first assumption is the homogeneity. It is assumed that all the units of commodity which has consumed by consumer are homogeneous. Okay, which are with as the shape, size, color, taste, quality. Okay, and the second assumption is a single use. It means there has it is assumed that the commodity has only one user, only one user of a commodity. Okay, and the next and very important assumption which has taken by the Dr. Professor Alfred Marshall is a cardinal measurement. According to Professor Marshall, we can measure utility with a cardinal approach. It means numerically 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Utility can be measured in numbers in utils. Okay. And next assumption is rationality. It means the behavior of a consumer is rational. Okay. Consumer is assumed to be a rational person. Okay. He is a rational person. Okay. And his aim is to get maximum satisfaction. Of course, it is very important. The final aim of a consumer is a maximum satisfaction from the commodity which will be consumed by consumer. Okay, fine. And this call that it is a rational behavior of a consumer. Okay, and the next assumption is continuity in consumption. Continuity in consumption. It means there is no gap between consumption of 2 units or 2 utils. Okay, there should no gap between 2 consumer in 2 units of a commodity. Okay, and the next assumption is constant consistency. It means there is no gap. Okay, continuity of in consumption. And the next is constancy. It means that there is no change in income. As I mentioned in a statement that other things being equal, other things remaining constant, it is the constancy. Okay, the income of a consumer, the taste, prices, choices, habit are constant, or the preference of a consumer to commodity is a constant. Okay, those things are a constant, which will be no change. Okay, this is constant throughout the period of consumption, which will be in our study. Okay, and the next assumption is reasonability. All units of commodity consumer should be of a standard size. It means if you are taking tea and there is no drum, there is a cup. Okay, the measurement of the commodity to measure is rational. It is reasonable. Okay, and drinking to water glass is rational. Okay, this is a rational standard size like a cup or a glass to for a liquid like tea or coffee. Fine. Okay, and spoon, bucket. Okay, this is a standard size. Okay, and the next assumption is a real assumption. Actual assumption of the commodity take place and not just accumulation. It means there is no only accumulation, it is a rational real consumption. There is no only stock. The consumer should not any kind of stock of a commodity there is a real consumption. Okay, fine. Thus are our assumptions, and we should go to forward that there has a statement, or there has a schedule table to understand this law. This law means diminishing marginal utility law. There has two columns. In first column there is a utility, and second column is marginal utility. There has a utility of x 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5, 6, 7, and the marginal utility, if you see in the table or in the schedule, that the marginal utility of a commodity has decreasing with the increasing of uses of total commodity. Okay. Dear student, it is observed that when the consumer consumes the first unit of commodity X, he derives maximum satisfaction from commodity, that is 10 utils, as the want is urgent. Okay, with the increasing of the commodity, with the increasing of commodity goes up, and the marginal utility is diminishing. Okay, when he consumed the 6 unit of commodity X, the marginal utility become 0. This is called point of satiety. It means this is a point of satisfaction point. Okay, where the consumer wants is fully satisfied. Further, when the he consume the 7th unit of utility derive is negative, is that is -2. It indicates dissatisfaction or disutility due to excessive consumption of a commodity. Okay, we can show it with the help of a graph as follows, that there has a commodity, we can measure the commodity of X on OX axis and marginal utility on OY axis. The MU is a marginal utility curve, and if you measure the marginal utility on OY axis 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10, those are the points. Okay, and commodity of X is measured on OX axis, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, dear student, our marginal utility curve is downward sloping. It is left to right downward sloping. Okay, it is left to right downward sloping. Okay, and this curve is if you see the on 0.6, there has a 0 marginal utility of commodity X. This point is a satiety point, this is satisfaction point, and 6 to 7 is our disutility condition at 7 point, and we can study this diagram with the help of our schedule, and schedule can study with the help of this graph. Okay, dear student, this is diminishing marginal utility curve. If you like this video, then please do like, share, comment, and click on the bell icon to get a update notification. Okay, thank you.